Are you willing to pay a bit more for a capable, feature-rich password manager? Dashlane fits that description, going above and beyond the competition by packing in a VPN, credit monitoring, and other features that aren't normally associated with password managers. Dashlane is a well-known password manager that has been around for years. Here's a quick summary of the pros and cons. Now, let's get into the details of this Dashlane review. Here are the core features of Dashlane, the ones that you have access to in the free versions of the product. You have the ability to do the following: store up to 50 passwords, usable on one device, secure notes, form and payment autofill, basic two-factor authentication, securely generate and change passwords, securely share passwords with 5 accounts, security alerts, and import and export passwords. Now, note, I'll cover the other versions of Dashlane and their additional features a bit later in this review, but right now I want to talk about some factors that will help you decide whether to learn more about Dashlane or not. Dashlane is a venture-funded company that has reportedly raised over $200 million in venture funding over the years and passed 10 million users in 2018. This gives them the size and resources to support even the largest customers, a characteristic that many of their competitors lack. The company is based in New York City, in the USA. This is unfortunate since it puts them in the Five Eyes territory. The Five Eyes Alliances is a major intelligence gathering and sharing alliance with the United States at its heart. Many privacy advocates advise against using services that are based in the Five Eye countries. Despite being long and detailed, the terms of service was rather vague in a few areas that are important to people who value their privacy. Under usage information, they state the following: Dashlane owns all data regarding installation, registration, and the use and performance of the services, including usage statistics and activity logs, collectively usage information. Usage information does not include any personal identifiable information. It isn't clear what data is included in Dashlane usage statistics and activity logs, nor whether they apply to the VPN as well as the password management elements of the product. What we do know is that the best privacy-oriented VPN services, such as ExpressVPN and NordVPN, categorically state that they do not keep any usage statistics or activity logs. Finally, under cooperation, Dashlane states that nothing in these terms limits our right to cooperate with authorities. So this is already a red flag. The Dashlane privacy policy is likewise long and difficult. They need to comply with US laws as well as European Union, GDPR, and the California Consumer Privacy Act. So that's no surprise. The company says they try to collect the minimum amount of user personal information, personally identifiable information, or PII, that they can. This includes your email address, your phone number, if you choose to provide it. They are clear that they do not know your master password and cannot decrypt the data you store in Dashlane. However, there are cases where they will record more personal information than this. If you sign up for a paid plan, Dashlane stores the expiration date of your credit card as well as the 4 digits of your card. They also state the following: depending on the provider, we may be able to access the name, address, and phone number associated with a payment method on the payment provider service, but complete credit card information is available only to our payment processors. I'm not sure why a payment provider would pass this data to Dashlane. I'm also not thrilled that Dashlane doesn't say anything about what they do, such as if the data is accessible. So yet again, this is a little bit of a red flag. Add in the data about your connection that they automatically gather: operating system, name and version, device identifier, browser type, browser language, and IP address, and they will be able to create a pretty detailed profile of you, which is very concerning to say the least. Because the company is based in the United States, they are subject to US law and easily accessible to US intelligence agencies. Legally, Dashlane can be compelled to give up whatever information they have on you. And as they point out in the terms of service, they have the right to give up any information about you voluntarily. They can also disclose your personal data where they believe it is necessary to protect their rights or services. Given all that, the privacy risk with Dashlane seems similar to that of other products based in the United States. Dashlane has a patented security architecture and states that the following: all our products are audited regularly and by different security auditors. However, we found that we couldn't find actually any published audit results. The closest we came was a 2016 paper by a group of students of MIT who found no major vulnerabilities. But students at MIT aren't exactly comparable to an independent company that does third-party security and privacy audits. Now, let's briefly touch on platform support. One huge drawback is that from January 2022, Dashlane dropped the desktop app support. There will be no longer any support or updates for the app, and it should automatically kick you out from using it. The support for Linux and Chromebooks is via browser extensions only as well. They have clients for the newer versions of iOS 12.2 and above, and Android 6 and above. When it comes to browser extensions, Dashlane officially supports Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge, but works just fine with Brave and Opera as well. Dashlane also offers a web app that runs with all major browsers. Assuming you are running one of the paid versions of Dashlane, your data will automatically stay synced across all these clients. For this Dashlane review, we selected the free plan and installed it on a computer running Microsoft Windows and Google Chrome. As is usually the case, we recommend you start with the free version of any password manager and give yourself some time to really get the feel of it before committing to anything paid. This is particularly true with Dashlane, as their paid plans are among the most expensive out there. Once you have your account, you need to get your passwords and other data into Dashlane. You could do it manually, but you don't have to. Dashlane knows how to import your passwords from many sources. Dashlane can import passwords and other data from Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, LastPass, 1Password, RoboForm, Password Wallet, and KeePass. To import from one of these, open the File menu in the Dashlane desktop app and select Import Passwords. The app will walk you through the process. If your passwords are stored somewhere else, don't panic. Dashlane can also import passwords using a custom CSV file. Once you add your passwords to Dashlane, you can open the browser extension and see what's in your vault. It will look something like this. This is one place where Dashlane can feel kind of clumsy. You need to work with different components of Dashlane depending on what you want to do. Here's what I mean. The browser extension only gives you access to passwords. The web version of the app gives you access to passwords, secure notes, personal info, and payments. The desktop client also gives you all those, plus IDs and receipts. One of the best things about password managers is that they allow you to use strong passwords without having to memorize complex sequence of passwords. Dashlane includes a configurable password generator. As you can see below, you can control the use of letters, digits, symbols, length, and use of ambiguous characters. The Dashlane password generator isn't as configurable as the one in some of the competitions, but it certainly does the job. I would, however, suggest increasing the length of the passwords it generates. I recommend creating passwords with a minimum length of 16 characters for added difficulty in cracking them. Dashlane is similar to Bitwarden in that it stores an encrypted copy of your data on each device, as well as keeping a copy in the cloud, which would be on Dashlane servers. The arrangement makes it easy to keep all your devices synchronized. Each device syncs with the copy of your data living on the Dashlane servers. You can log into your account from any device, and your passwords and other data will get synchronized automatically. We have touched on the basics, but Dashlane has far more to offer. Some of these additional features are common to other password managers and some are unique. To get access to most of these after your 30-day trial, you'll need to upgrade to one of the paid Dashlane plans. To help you out, I've included a short description of the coolest or most unique features and listed the Dashlane plans they are included in. Sharing passwords, all plans. While the free Dashlane plan has some real limitations, it does allow you to share passwords with another user. But here are the limits. Free plan, share 5 password accounts. Paid plans, no limits on the number of passwords you can share. 1 GB security file storage. This is paid plans. Paid versions of Dashlane give you 1 GB of encrypted file storage with individual files limited to 50 megabytes in size. To use this storage space, you can create a secure note in Dashlane. You can attach one or more files to a secure note, which gives you a way to logically organize the documents. The documents you attach to secure note are encrypted and synced throughout Dashlane, just like your passwords and other data. Password health analysis and fixes, available on all plans. Dashlane's password health analysis scans your passwords, looking for problems that you can fix. If the analysis finds problems, you can use the password generator and password changer to eliminate the problems quickly. Dark web monitoring, paid plans only. Online databases are constantly getting hacked and breached, potentially exposing our personal data to all sorts of bad people. Dark web monitoring is Dashlane's answer to this problem. They scan the internet, specifically the portion known as the dark web, looking to see if any of your email addresses appear there. If so, they send you an alert so you can deal with the problem before some creep takes advantage of it. Identity restoration services and identity theft insurance Premium Plus plan, available in the US only. The Dashlane's identity dashboard is also the place to go if you are Premium Plus plan member living in the United States. If you think you are a victim of identity theft, you can connect to a specialist at TransUnion who can work with you to resolve the problem. If you think you have suffered losses due to the theft, you can also speak to agents at AIG Insurance who can help you file an insurance claim. While identity restoration and identity theft insurance are only marginally related to password management, you may find it convenient to have these services bundled with your Dashlane subscription. VPN service, premium plans only. Lastly, Dashlane provides paid premium plan users with access to the Hotspot Shield VPN service. They recommend that you connect to the VPN whenever you feel the need for additional privacy protection. Using a VPN is particularly important when using public Wi-Fi hotspots, as they are often targeted by hackers who have no good intentions. Unfortunately, Hotspot Shield is one of the worst VPN provider, guys. It has been involved in lots of controversy, such as it was directly identified in an academic paper for actively injecting JavaScript codes using iframes for advertising and tracking purposes with their Android VPN app. And Hotspot Shield also made headlines for leaving its users vulnerable to having their location exposed. Overall, VPNs are a very important tool to keep your data safe, but I would suggest other options. Stay away and try not to use Hotspot Shield through Dashlane. How secure is Dashlane? Let's talk about how well Dashlane protects your security. I have no doubts about Dashlane security. Your data is encrypted using AES 256 and Argon 2 before leaving your device, encrypted in transit between your device and the Dashlane servers, and encrypted while at the rest of the servers. Dashlane also has a business plan. The Dashlane business plan gives you all features of the premium plan except the VPN. If you are looking for a business plan, presumably you have your own VPN solution in place. If not, you should probably check out our list of reviews and comparisons for the best VPN services. In addition to the premium features, the business plan gives you Dashlane Smart Space, which is a nice way to organize your Dashlane data into work and personal spaces, an admin console, and other business-oriented features. The pricing is not all expensive amongst business-oriented password manager plans. The great features and benefits of Dashlane come at a price. Depending on the plan you choose, it can turn out to be one of the most expensive password managers out there. While there is a free plan, it is crippled in that only stores a total of 50 passwords on one device. If you don't do much online, those specs may be sufficient for you. For most people, the free plan simply won't be enough. The next step up is the premium plan. You, of course, also get the option to choose an annual price with discount. The premium plan does away with the limitations on the number of passwords and will sync all your devices, not just one. If you live in the United States, you can go one step further and invest in the Premium Plus plan. It gives you everything in the Premium plan and adds special bonuses we mentioned before in the additional features section. Now, we have reached the conclusion of this Dashlane review. Is Dashlane the best password manager for you? It definitely has a lot going for it. It is one of the most feature-rich products you'll find in this space. It is attractive with support for all the devices and browsers you're likely to have and use. And the price for the premium plan is much more reasonable since the price adjustments. On the other hand, their free plan is far inferior to those offered by competitors like LastPass or Bitwarden, and you may not want to pay a premium price for features like credit monitoring or identity theft insurance. This is particularly true for the VPN service, Hotspot Shield, which has a spotty track record. Speaking of privacy, if your privacy is a top concern, you might not like the idea that Dashlane is based in the Five Eyes and based in the US and other international intelligence organizations. We simply cannot recommend Dashlane with so many capable and lower priced password managers on the market. You have lots of options to choose from. So that's it for this one. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.